Hello, everyone. Welcome to the BD and the Family Show. Sitting out here waiting for the mailman. Sometimes they come at 11. Sometimes they come at 12. Sometimes they come at 1. Sometimes they don't come till 3. So, y'all know what I'm waiting for. I ain't giving them no excuse to mess this up. I'm out here early. And rather than be sitting out here alone, decided to bring y'all along. So how y'all doing today? As y'all can see, we still got nothing but a bunch of clouds up in the sky. I don't know if we got another storm coming or not. A lot of these areas really can't handle any more water. So hopefully it won't happen. A lot of news to cover. But there's one thing that I would like to say, and maybe I shouldn't say it, but my heart is telling me I need to say something. The stuff that Victor Moan and Tommy Sotomayor have been pulling on y'all lately is shameful. And as a fellow YouTuber, I am ashamed. What is it that y'all are fighting over? Between Tommy True and Vic, what is it that y'all are fighting over? Why do y'all believe that y'all are drafted? How you doing, Ms. Minnie? Why do y'all believe that y'all are drafted into a war? Y'all got uniforms? Did they give you guns? Why do you feel like you on a side? If y'all would stop watching, how you doing, someone said? If y'all start watching that idiot in Indianapolis, he would stop making videos. He will go away. But you won't. You watch him, and then you watch everybody that stream him. Y'all have made that crazy man a superstar. You have. The question is why? You got Tommy got his nation, and they sitting there, oh, they costing me money. Oh, they doing this, they doing that. If you ignore them, they will go away. You don't ignore them. Because you can't go a show without mentioning them. You can't go a show without mentioning them. Hey, Roy. That's where the power comes from. But for you to sit there and say you're going to shut down your chat if the people don't give you $500, everyone that was watching that show should have went and watched something else and put that foot down. But they didn't. They not only gave him the 500, they gave him 19 when I turned it off.
How you doing?
How you doing, dear? So that tells me why we in the situation that we're in. You sit there and let a man tell you what to do with your money. If you want to donate to somebody, you do it because you want to. You don't do it because they make you, or they shame you, or they make you feel bad. I probably shouldn't be speaking on this. What's going on, Prayer Comedy? But God darn it, somebody got to say something. So what exactly are y'all fighting over? What exactly is it that y'all fighting over? Y'all flagging down channels, flagging down GoFundMe's. I'm glad you caught up with me too, Prayer Comedy. But what are you doing? It wouldn't surprise me if they was all working hand in hand. Why do you think I so readily got away from that mess? It wasn't making sense. It wasn't making sense to me. Think about it. We finally back on the channel we started on. We finally back. The last week of December, I started going at Truth Nation. From the last week of December to the end of January, they had no problem with me going at them. Till I made them say my name. Then they flagged the channel down. So we went to 49. We did better on 49 than we did at the other channel. But when I said I wasn't going to go at them no more, then they flagged down 49, then 48, then 47, then 46. So me leaving them alone was more of an issue than me actually banging on them. Let that marinate for a second. They got more mad because I stopped. So while I was on them, I only got flagged twice. Since I left them alone, I've been flagged 10 times. They're actually reflagging channels now. But I've taken down most of the content, so they can't do it. But my question is, if y'all are in a war and y'all are on sides, if somebody leaves you alone, why do you come harder at them? You do it because they want you to keep the drama going so they can make money. When you stop, you're not adding to the drama. Now you're the enemy. Not the enemy that you're supposed to be targeting. But if you're not helping keeping it going, now you in the way. You got to go. While you are contributing to the drama, we'll act like we're against you. That's what I'm thinking. Because what exactly are they beefing about? If you sit and think about it, what exactly are they beefing about it? You say drama sells. Why? We're not in high school. We're adults. Why do we need drama? Is your life boring? You need the excitement? Her Comedy said it's worth it in the long haul. It is worth it to them. How you doing, dear? Because they're going right to the bank with it. How you gonna sit there and let a YouTuber tell you if you don't give him $500, he gonna shut your check down? He gonna shut down the chat you in. And not only do you give him the $500 he asked for, you give him $2,000. And I don't have anything against Tommy, but what he did was wrong. But the fact that the fans didn't stand up to him. Everybody in that chat should have said, well, let me go watch something else. Let me see what else is on. Because I would take it personal. Somebody would tell me, well, if you don't give me $500, I'm closing the chat down. Well, I'm going to go chat somewhere else. You should get something because you want to. You know, y'all supposed to be in this fight with me, and yet y'all not doing your part. You're a YouTuber. You're not a civil rights worker. We not out there on the front lines with the dogs and the hoses. I'd like to be. If y'all would come along. I like to do that. But all you doing is watching videos of some women twerking or fighting in the street, or he might bring somebody on there to embarrass him. That's something that's helping the community. That's a contribution to the community. Now he talking about he want to go and protest over in another country. If y'all want to go protest something going on, then go do it. Why do you need to send him? These are just questions that I'm asking. What exactly does he do? The reason why I don't watch as much as I used to, because it get old. It really gets old. Y'all worrying about the man buying pallets? Y'all worrying about him selling microwaves? I mean, what's that got to do with improving our lives? Nothing. And I sit there in the chat and y'all will go on and on and on. I just sit there quietly and then I just leave. Because it gets boring. I was in the chat yesterday. I asked some darn good questions. Only one person actually responded. So at least I know it's not me. How y'all ladies doing?
Good.
So at least I know it's not me. It's not me. I thought it was me. But no. I went into the chat of somebody 20 times bigger than me. Asked the exact same questions that I asked for mine. Only one person answered. And he asked me, what do you do? And I said, come to the show. I'll be on the 6th. Well, I asked a lot of questions, the same questions that I asked on my show. A lot of questions, like if black people are making so much more money now in 2018, then where is it? How come you don't see it in the black community? Where's the money they're making at? One question I asked. Another question I asked. If Jim Crow was separate but equal, and now everybody, how you doing, man? Now everybody supposed to be equal. Then how come the black schools are the most run down and underfunded? Somebody answer that question. If everything supposed to be equal. I also asked, why is it that black people don't invest? Why is it that we still not making nothing? Not one response. All they could talk about was True Freeman and talk about how dark the Mario game that Vic was playing was. That's what's most important. That's what's important to the community. I asked, why is it that our youth, once you box them in or once you touch them, why do they have a defense mechanism that turns on and it becomes an instant rage to the point that they have to be tased or beat with the billy club? Are they putting something in our kids' mind when the kids leave? When they take them, they born and they put them in your arms. When they take them, before they give them back to you, are they implanting something in their mind? What is it? These are questions that we need to deal with. Not worrying about the white Dodge Charger. Not worrying about what somebody asking, selling something for on eBay. But I talk about that. Y'all talk all day. Y'all talk all day about that. I ask y'all a good question. Silence. How you doing, Andrea? Let me check the chat while I'm here. Pure Comedy says I don't participate. Pure Comedy said that's extortion. Miss Minnie says it does. Miss Minnie said he just goes on and on talking about Tommy and Vic. Miss Minnie and BS. Yes, Miss Minnie, but the question is, how do people run to watch? Why is that exciting? That's my question. Why is that exciting? Why does it get everybody all riled up? Pure Comedy said, what was your question, Rubber D? She says they go on and on talking about each other. She said no one is innocent at this juncture. She says those questions are a bit rhetorical. Why do you say that, Andrea? Why did you say the questions are rhetorical?
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
How y'all fellas doing?
How you doing?
Pretty good. Andrea says, hello to all. Please excuse my rudeness in it. Miss Minnie said, hey, Andrea. Andrea says, hello, love, get paid to be well. Pure Comedy says, Brother D is looking great. Well, like I said, I'm out here waiting for the mailman. The first computer is coming today. Just the one that y'all paid for. Then 2 days from now, when I get my money, I'm gonna get the second one. So that way we're gonna have a backup computer. But I just ask, why is it that we run to the drama, but when somebody talks about a serious question, you can hear the crickets in the background? That's the question that I'm asking. Why is it that when we know people gonna be calling each other names, we can't wait to get that? Hold on. But when somebody talking about something that can really be helpful, don't nobody want to talk about it. Yep, the first computer on the way. So hopefully when I come on tonight, y'all gonna see the way it's supposed to be. Hey, what's going on, Smitty? He said she stopped to say hello on her way into a meeting. Enjoy. All right, well, I'll see you this evening. I like that 6 o'clock time slot. I came on early because the game was coming on. And man, woo, that was a game last night. I don't know if y'all basketball fans. That game had everything in it, boy. It had drama. It had the refs cheating. It had people ready to fight. Pure Comedy said if it was a sitcom, it could be funny, but it's real life, not entertaining at this point. Smitty says, okay, I'll catch you later. Okay, Smitty. But the question I asked was, what exactly are they fighting over? Cause I kid you not, when Vic played that video, and instead of getting 5 views, I had 300. I was drawn in. It was a chance to get back at True for what he said about Tommy's daughter. After a couple months, it got boring. All right, Smitty. I mean, how many times can you talk about the same person? Ain't nothing changing. They still doing the same thing. I mean, what has changed? Pages go up, pages go down. GoFundMe's go up, they go down. PayPal go up, they go down. I mean, I don't understand what they battling over. I don't. Seems silly. It seems more like an orchestrated scam, which is no different than what the boys with Senator do. All right, Smitty. They get y'all to come on. And y'all watch these debates. And they get y'all to pay for them. And they tell y'all all these amazing things. But they don't tell you the truth. I had to turn them off. I don't like to be lied to. I don't. Y'all like to be lied to? You want to sit there and talk about we built the pyramids? Yes. Black people did build the pyramid. With the Egyptian crack into it. If you want to be honest with yourself, I challenge you. Go around the world and tell me one place any black people been where they actually built strong monuments and real buildings and built real societies. Find me a place. You won't. I can tell you right now. Because the only time you won't find them doing anything is when somebody got them in chains and cracking them in the back with a whip. The fact that you keep trying to go back 6,000 years when you know people ain't gonna look and try and tell me something about what we supposedly did. Well, what are we doing now? Combined, we own 1.26. I don't know if it's billion or trillion. It don't make a difference. But I know we have it. But where is it? Who's it benefiting? How can you drive through these dilapidated cities knowing that we have some kind of funds available and not want to do anything? But you drive by those places and you go out into the boonies and throw your money around like you're a big shot. But you want everybody to buy your tennis. You want everybody to buy your jerseys. Don't do a darn thing for the community you left. And that's just not celebrities. Regular people do it too. Those that go to college and get a good job, first thing they do, pick up and leave. So even the ones that make it, they don't stay behind and help others make it so they have company. No, they leave. The football players taking a stand, taking the knee for the national anthem at games. Why? How is that helping the black community? What is that doing? Nothing. You going out there and protesting, tearing up your own neighborhoods and shops, tearing up your pharmacies. Now your grandma and grandpa gotta take a cab to go get their medicine because you done burnt down the daggone pharmacy. They can't even get that. How does that? How are you helping? Somebody explain it to me. How does that help? If Kaepernick, instead of taking the knee, was to get 4 or 5 of his fellow NFL players and use his celebrity status and get some actors like maybe a Denzel Washington or Will Smith, people that actually got money, and start saying, let's start one city at a time. Let's pick a Houston, let's pick a Philadelphia, let's take a Detroit, let's take a part of Chicago, let's take some part and let's start making it. Not just black people living there. Let's start making it black homeowners. Let's start businesses where we manufacture stuff. Let's start businesses where we can keep the money in the black community instead of rushing out to go to Nordstrom's, instead of rushing out to go to Walmart, instead of rushing out and go to Target. That money not coming back into the community. Where's that money going? Why not start creating our own businesses? And then we can come spend money. Why we got to go run miles away from where we live to go have a good time? Why can't we create businesses where the money stay for a couple rounds? Why is it as soon as we get it, we got to rush it out to a community that's not going to do anything for the one you live at or for the one you left? Why ain't nobody talking about that? That should have everybody running. Now, we just had Zach from Zach TV get murdered yesterday. Another YouTuber. This YouTuber actually went into the hoods. I showed y'all last month where he came to Baltimore. This man murdered senselessly. And the sad part was he brought attention to people who normally don't get attention unless they're getting handcuffed or put in a body bag. So who's going to pick up that slack? Yes, you ratchets. He actually went boldly. He promoted a lot of young and inspiring rappers. Who's going to do that now? Who's going to want to fool with you? Who's going to want to risk their life for people that would sit there and kill you for no reason? Who in that right mind will go pick up that slack? Let me check my chat because y'all are saying something. Pure Comedy said they probably. Pure Comedy said it's old, lost, the plot long ago. Pure Comedy said preferably not. Smitty says, hey, at Pure Comedy, Smitty, enjoy your day. Got Got to go during the presentation, doing my meeting hugs. Later, Brother Derek. Later, Smitty, if you still there. Andrea saying, I hear the birds chirping, such a tranquil and pleasant sound. It's quite beautiful. Her comedy says, good vibes on your presentation. Smitty, knock it out. Hey, what's going on, Tyrone? Tyrone in the house, y'all. Comedy says, Cap took a personal matter, tried to make it the world's matter. He committed career suicide. I'm going to get on that in a second. Don't lose that thought for a comedy. I'm going to get on that in a second. Tyrone says, outdoor sermon. Tyrone says, hey, Per, I'm really good. Playing chef today, laugh out loud. Andrea says, some feel different. Some feel the need and desire to make their presence known. They're very way they see fit. We are not to judge one's actions. We who have a perceived notion to be constructive in it. Per Comedy said, Yum, what's on the menu, Tyrone? Andrea says, hello, Sir Webb. Tyrone said, who's fighting this time? Tyrone says, hey, Andrea, how are you? Andrea says, I'm well. Per Comedy says, the gang culture in Chicago has a mind and heartbeats of its own. Zach became a casualty of it. Tyrone said, the Chinese meals from scratch today, Per. My friends all want different Chinese meals. Sounds good, Tyrone. Sounds good. To get back, say, Brother D, what are you gonna do if it doesn't turn up today? At least you have nice weather. Gracia Cat said, hello, people, and Per Comedy says, lucky friends, Tyrone, sounds delicious. Well, it says there's the mail truck right there. Can y'all see it? Wait a minute. Did she go inside? Look like somebody got a eviction notice on the door. That's the mail truck right there. See that? I'm talking to y'all, the mail carrier, and already pulled up. See? There she is. Hello. You got a big box for me today?
You're at 1605?
Uh-huh. All right. All right, Charlie. The mail carrier is here. Now, like what I was saying, my problem with Kaepernick is the way he did it. First off, you know, a lot of people in our community say they got your back, but when it comes down to it, they don't. For every ratchet person that had their friend say F the police and you ought to punch them out and don't let them touch you, don't let them tell you what to do, I got your back, something go down. When the time comes, they on the sideline. While you getting body slammed, they over there, ooh, ain't nobody gonna come up here. They ain't gonna come bail you out. They not gonna come put nothing on your commissary, but they'll root you on. Go ahead, get him, Jerome. Go ahead, get him. They won't help you. And Kaepernick found that out. Who helped him? That man ain't worked since he done it. Who's helping him? Nobody. I keep telling y'all, every celebrity should have an entourage. Somebody should go get the liquor. Somebody should go get the weed. Somebody should go get the women. The Sterling Brown situation, he should have never been out there that time of night. Somebody from the entourage should have ran the Walgreens. I keep telling y'all, if Michael Jackson had an entourage, somebody should have got him some midgets. got him some midgets, dress them up like little boys and girls, and he'd have been good to go. Where was the entourage? To the New York football player that's in the club with the gun, he doing 5 years for taking the gun in the club. Why he got the gun? Why the person that make the money touching anything? Because the people in his entourage is only there to get what they can get. They don't care about the person. If you cared, there's no way you would let them touch anything. You won't do it. If you care, you won't let them put their hands on anything. They're going to stay clean so the money keep coming in. So even those that make it, when it's going to get rough, everybody leave. They don't back you. So if you making $2-3 million a year and somebody tell you, you ought to go after this, you ought to go get this. Wait a minute. Hold on, y'all. Somebody sent me a message. Wait a minute. The other phone ain't worth 2 pieces of crap.
What's up, man? Hey, Chuck. Chuck. Yo. What's up? Nothing. Hold up. Let me take this stuff.
I don't know why the Hangouts are so slow, y'all. And this phone going live and it's trying. All right. All right. Smitty just sent me a notification. She told me something that I wasn't even thinking about. Okay. Okay. All right. Tyrone says, "Hey, Roy, if you still in the building." Tyrone said, "How was work, Per?" Per Comedy says, "Hello, Cat." Gracious Cat, "Hey, Tyrone." Hey, Per. Tyrone said, "It's always after rap parties and concerts, too." Per Comedy says, "When it comes to the pro balls and entertainers, they come from not so great homes. They don't change their mentality when they get a ticket out." Well, see, that's the first problem. When they get the ticket, as you say, why do they leave? When they get the ticket, why do they leave? If you grew up in the worst conditions, why would you not want to come back? Well, I'm looking at the screen. It's not buffering. But if you come from the worst conditions, why would you not want to come back and help those you left behind? Well, I made it. All right, put on y'all. I'm gonna get my mom a house and that's it. See, and this is the reason why when they get in trouble, don't nobody back them. Because they don't back people. We do not back them. I told y'all it was around 10 years ago. There was a lady lived in a house over there off of Monument and Port, maybe about 4 miles from here. She was trying to clean her block up. And she was videotaping what was going on. Do you know that when the locals found out, they waited till her and her family was asleep?
What's your apartment number?
I'm 12. My name's Darth Franklin. I got my ID. Need it. Do y'all know they sat there and burnt them people up? And ain't nobody say nothing. So we don't back each other up. When we do make it, we leave. How's the community? Yeah. So if It's a computer, so I know it's a big box.
You got it?
This it right here?
Yep. Don't drop your phone.
Oh, I got it. It's light. Thank you. Appreciate it. How you doing, there?
Right.
They definitely could have packaged this better. It looks terrible, but it's doing the job. Let me grab this chair. All right, y'all. Let me get this set up, and I'll be right back on. So y'all can see it. Let me get set up, and I'll be back.